Experiment title: A stable multivibrator using 555 timer. Today's session will discuss how to demonstrate a stable multivibrator using 555 timer. So this is a 555 timer IC. Say 8 pin IC. We can see the pin numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the notch. Insert the IC on the spring board. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pins we have. Left side 4 pins and the right side 4 pins. See the circuit diagram. Pin 8 to 4 we need to give plus VCC. Connect a wire from pin number 8 to 4. Now positive terminal of the power supply is to be connected. Connect it either to pin 4 or pin 8. So we connect to pin 4. That is done. Next one. Negative terminal should go to ground. Power supply negative terminal. I have taken one of the point as a ground there. You can take any other pin also there on the spring board. Next we have RA to be connected. Based on the duty cycle we have designed RA and RB. Here I have taken 50% duty cycle. So both RA and RB we are going to use 10K. So pin number 8 to 7 we are going to connect 10K. Done. What is next? RB. RB to be connected from pin 7 to 6 into shorted pins. Fine. So connect a wire from pin number 6 to 2 first. Done. Now let us connect RB from pin 7 to 6. You have to press the pin and then insert it. Fine, done. Next what else we have? We have a diode, anode connected to pin 7 and cathode connected to pin 6. You can see the diode. Silver cap is there now. That's cathode. At the other end is anode. Connect anode to pin 7. Then cathode to pin 6. Where 6 is connected to 2. Fine. What else we have? We have capacitor from pin 6 to shorted to ground. See the value of the capacitor. It's given 0.1 microfarad. Connect 0.1 microfarad capacitor from pin number 6R2 to ground. So this is a 0.1 microfarad capacitor connecting from pin number 2 to ground. Take it to some point on the spring board. Now you can connect a wire from the other end of capacitor to ground. When there is a clip, it is difficult to connect the wire. You can remove the clip. So insert the wire. So once you finish connecting all the components and wires, then you can connect the clip also. What else we have? We have another capacitor from pin 1 to 5, which is 0.01 microfarad. Pin 1 I am taking to some point. From there you have to give it to pin number 5. Connect a wire from the other end of the capacitor to pin number 5. So now connect it. Done. So now we need to connect pin number 1 to ground. Take another wire, small wire from pin number 1 to ground. First let us finish this. Pin number 5 to other end of capacitor. Now it is done. Fine. Now pin number 1 is going to ground. Don't do ulta. Pin number 5 just it is connected to another end of capacitor. But pin number 1 should go to ground. This ground point and positive potential should be given carefully. Otherwise IC is going to burn. Now connect back your negative terminal of the battery now. Almost circuit is done. We need to take output from pin 3. Everything is done. Pin number 3 to output. I mean CRO positive terminal you are supposed to connect. Take a probe. Here red one is the positive terminal of the CR. Connect it to pin 3, positive terminal. The negative should go to ground. Just connect it to that clip. Fine, negative is given. If you want, you can observe the capacitor voltage waveform, which is across 0.1 microfarad, which is from pin 2 to ground. Take another channel. I am using another second channel of the CRO. So positive terminal should be connected to pin number 2, where first end of capacitor is connected now. So pin number 2, CRO positive terminal is connected. Fine. Another end should go to ground. Negative terminal goes to ground. Fine. So these are your connected a circuit. Now you have to apply the battery potential. I mean power supply. What's the potential? You're supposed to check it 5 volts. Switch on the supply and set it to 5 volts. Now press the button set. Yes, it is done. Circuit is done. Now we can observe the output. So output, both channels we have CRO. Here I have kept in ground potential channel 1 and adjusted 0 position. You can change Y position. Fine. It is in dual mode. Now release the ground. Channel 1 we have got square wave, channel 2 we have got capacitor voltage waveform. See, channel 1 is a square wave, which is output at pin number 3. Fine, you can change the potential of both the waveforms. See, you have to measure how many blocks are covered on the CRO and multiply the potential shown in channel 1 2 volts, channel 2 1 volt. So this is the output and the circuit diagram and the power supply used. Fine. You can note down the capacitor voltage and the output voltage.